understand the secrets of focused devotional action that can help us manifest any results. Isn't it wonderful? We ask for joy, Bhagwan gives us the source of joy. We ask for the truth, Bhagwan takes us to the source of truth. In this way, by undertaking a study and practice of the Hanuman Chalisa, we come to an equation to overcome competition. That equation is: today's world is such that every aspect of our lives has competition. Whether it's competition at work, competition at college. Today, young children are subjected to competition even to get into school. So in this competitive world, what is the secret? Not just of competing, but of winning through the competition. What is it that gives us that edge in our performance? Well, the answer, as you may have guessed, is in the Hanuman Chalisa. And that is what we'll be exploring in today's video. Now, before we proceed, if you like this type of content, do consider subscribing to our channel. It's a small step for you, but it's a big help in our efforts to bring Dharma to life. Goswami Tulsidas says,
Tappar Ram Tapasvi Raja, Tinke Kaj Sakal Tum Saja, Aur Manorath Jo Koi Lave, Toi Amit Jeevan Phal Pave.
All who hail, worship, have faith in Shri Ram as the Supreme Lord and King of Penance, you, i.e. Hanumanji, make all their tasks very easy. Whosoever comes to you for fulfillment of any desire with faith and sincerity will secure the imperishable goal of human life. Although all the phrases of the Hanuman Chalisa are beautiful, there is a special beauty to this phrase Tapasvi Raja. There are two meanings of Tapasvi Raja. One is that Bhagwan Shri Ram is the Raja who was a Tapasvi, the king who was a meditator, the king who performed penance. In fact, Tapasvi refers to tapas, i.e. the heat, the power, the radiance that is generated within, that is the result of our meditative process. And we see this not just on the faces of the great masters, but also on the deities that have been through the Prana Pratishtha process, like we saw on the beautiful deity of Shri Ram Lala in Ayodhya. People assume that Bhagwan Shri Ram became a tapasvi when he went to the forest. But what they don't realize is that it is because of his intense meditative and spiritual practice as someone who was living in all comforts. It is that gave him the strength to then go to the forest and endure those situations bravely. So it's not that he became a tapasvi when he went to the forest. It is that in and through all the good times, he still had an inner attitude of meditativeness. And what that teaches us is that in our lives, we should not wait until crises come to start our spiritual process, but to start it right here, right now, so that when the inevitable challenge comes in life, we are well equipped to face it. Another meaning of Tapasvi Raja is one who meditates on Shri Ram, i.e. the Tapasvi, becomes a Raja, becomes the king. What this means is that the act of meditation, the act of having a spiritual practice, gives us the strength in life not to avoid challenges, but to face challenges well when they arise. And as a result of facing these challenges well, one can become a king. One can achieve anything that they want in life. That's why the next line is, Tinke Kaj Sakal Tum Saja. All your work becomes easy. The challenges come, but what would previously have been a crisis becomes an inconvenience. There's a fantastic story in the Ramayana that illustrates the benefits of tapas. It is the story of the sages Vishwamitra and Vasistha. There are many versions of this story, just as there are many versions of the Ramayana. So, the version that I'm about to share might have some details that differ from versions that you may previously have heard. But the key is to understand the essence of the message. Now, Vishwamitra Rishi was in an earlier stage of his life, King Kaushika, a very stable and successful king, who once with his army went to the hermitage of Vasistha Rishi. And in that hermitage, Vasistha was able to serve King Kaushika and his entire army with the support of his Kamadhenu cow. That is the cow who gave everything and was able to fulfill any desires. So in this case, he was able to manifest sufficient food for the entire army. King Kaushika obviously thought, if I had this cow, I could serve my kingdom very well, and went to acquire by force that cow of Vasistha Rishi. But Vasistha, with his inherent tapas, with his inherent spiritual capabilities that he had acquired, defeated the entire army. Kaushika gave up his kingdom, gave up his name, became Vishwamitra Rishi, and started to undertake penance to obtain astras or weapons from Shivji in order to defeat Vasistha. And he sat there in ghor tapasya for years and years, obtained these weapons, went to Vasistha's ashram, attacked him, and was defeated yet again because of the immense tapas that Vasistha had. Now we should understand that both were tapas, but one was for a purpose of defeating someone, and one was with the purpose of achieving the divine. So that's how Vasistha's tapas was greater. And there are various permutations and combinations of what tapasya Vishwamitra undertook to get the same level of Vasistha. He created an entire alternative heaven for King Trishanku. He was unfortunately ensnared by the heavenly nymph Menaka. He was almost ensnared again by Rambha. And in that moment of almost being caught, he cursed Rambha. It was at that point that Vishwamitra realized that the reason he has to keep trying over and over again, the reason he loses his tapas, shakti, over and over again is because of his desire and anger. It was only when he gave these two up that he attained the same level as Vasistha Muni. And that's why Goswami Tulsidas ji says, the next chaupai, और मनोरथ जो कोई लाए सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे. One who comes to Bhagwan with complete faith and executes not just their meditation but their work sincerely achieves सोई अमित जीवन फल, the very goal of life itself. Jivana Phala, we have heard this phrase before. Because when we think about the first doha of the Hanuman Chalisa, Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudhare Barano Raghuvara Vimalayasa Jo Dayak Phala Chare. So these fourfold fruits of life are what are being referred to here again. Dharma, authentically being one's true nature. Artha, honestly acquiring the means in life to pursue one's dharma. Kama, fulfilling one's desires in alignment with dharma. And having lived our life with these three goals, achieving the fourth and highest goal, which is moksha, liberation from the cycle of karma and rebirth. Soi amita jivana phala pave. It is this fourth fruit, moksha, that is referred to here. How do we know that? Because it's the Amit Jivana Phal, one that does not end. In fact, Amit we can even assume is Amrit, the very elixir of life itself. Now, one doubt someone might have is, Om, you said how I can overcome competition, but now you're talking about moksha. I only want to overcome my competition. I don't want to go for moksha. Why do I need to do this? Why do I need to go through this process? What Hanuman Chalisa says is that this Amita Jivana Phal is what we'll get, regardless of what we go to Bhagwan for. Isn't it wonderful? We ask for joy, Bhagwan gives us the source of joy. We ask for the truth, Bhagwan takes us to the source of truth. We ask to understand our true nature, Bhagwan takes us to the source of our nature. In this way, by undertaking a study and practice of the Hanuman Chalisa, we come to a equation to overcome competition. That equation is do our work plus have trust in Bhagwan plus act in bhakti equals to Amita Jivana Phala, achieving the very ultimate success there is to achieve. And if you want to know how to act in this way, then we have several talks that discuss this in detail on the Bhagavad Gita on our channel. In fact, we have a specific playlist for manifestation. So do watch that playlist so you can understand the secrets of focused devotional action that can help us manifest any results. Thank you so much for staying with us and watching this video. If you enjoyed it, we have a playlist on the Hanuman Chalisa. Go back and watch our old videos. Also, please consider subscribing. This is a small step for you, but has a huge impact in the service that we are doing to bring Shastra to today's generation. Leave a like, a comment, tell us what you think, and if you feel compelled, share this with family and friends. But promise me one thing, that in and through this process, you will either start chanting the Hanuman Chalisa or continue chanting the Hanuman Chalisa. And if you do so, I will see you again very soon with more wisdom from the Hanuman Chalisa. My name is Om Dhumatkar. Thank you for watching. Namaste.